Schlussler. As you know, most of you know here, I have several businesses that I do, and I go to a lot of networking events. Every week I go to 1 or 2 at least. And one of the things that never ceases to amaze me, at every single event I go to, I get at least one person to come up to me and say, "This is my first time here. What do you think of this group? Does it work?" And the reason why I get such amusement out of it is that networking events are something that either works or it doesn't. Networking events are something you're either effective at doing or you're not. Okay? Typically, what somebody does, first off, the only reason most of the people in this room started networking is because somebody told them that's how they should get business. You should go to networking events. So they decided to give it a try. So then they show up at a networking event like this with a stack of business cards, maybe a flyer, and they try and hand out a business card to everybody who's here. They try and get a bunch of business cards from everyone who's here. And then they go home and they take the stack of business cards and they put it on their desk and they're going to get to it in a day or two. And every week they go into their office and they see the stack sitting there and they still haven't gotten to it. And then they go to the next networking event and they add cards to that stack. And they go to the next networking event and they add more cards to the stack. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, they stop going to networking events because they don't work. Does this sound familiar to anybody? Well, the reality is, with networking events, they work if you know how to work. Okay? Larry, when I first started coming to these events, he'd ask me afterwards, "So how'd it go for you?" And I always told him, "Look, I got 2 new clients, 3. I got 3 new clients." I remember once I came to one of Larry's events, there were, counting me and Larry, there were 6 people. And I got 4 new clients. Okay? And I asked, "How do you do that?" It's not that I have something everybody needs, but I do. What it is I know what I'm looking for. The biggest problem that most business people have when they go to a networking event is they don't know their target market. They don't know what they're looking for. If you don't have very specifically in your mind exactly what you're looking for, when you go to a networking event, you will find exactly what you're looking for, which is nothing. So, a couple things that I do every single time, every networking event I go to. Number 1, I'm always one of the first people here. Always. And the reason why is, how much quality time did we get to talk, Karen? We got more quality time networking before the event even started. And I was already developing bonds and relationships before the event even started. Because you want to know something? The ones who show up the earliest are the ones who are the most serious about making connections. You want to argue it all you can? The facts speak for themselves. The ones who show up the earliest are the ones who are the most desired, looking for the connections for business. Okay? So, if you want to be successful going to these networking events, be one of the first ones here all the time.
Also, they sit in the first row at the major networking events too. High energy. Feed off of the high energy.
So, now, the other thing is when you do your 30-second spiel, I'm listening to what everybody says, not for what they do, as much as for how they fit into what I'm looking for. Because in a small environment like this, you know what? It's easy. But you get into a bigger room where you've got 30, 40 people, you can't target everybody. You can't talk to everybody. You don't want to go and get every single business card and try and contact everybody. because you become overwhelmed, you water down your message, and you do not network effectively. Instead, what you want to do is listen to what people are saying. Listen to what they do. Listen to how what you do fits what they do. Are they a fit for you, or are you a fit for them? And in that little 30-second spiel as it goes around the room, you want to pick 3 or 4 people that this is a person I have to get in front of before I leave, because I know I have what she needs. And that's the mentality I use. It's be very specific, target market who you're looking for. So when you go to these networking events, go there with a purpose. And your purpose is not to pass out business cards and collect business cards, because you'll never be successful. Then, the next thing is, as soon as it breaks up, where am I going? Right to the person I target. I want to make sure before they get out that door, I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to make sure that they have, if they don't have time to talk to me right then and there, I'm going to make sure I give them enough valuable information to where they're going to want to make the time for me to follow up with them and get together. Look, I know you're busy right now. I know you've got to get out the door, so do I. But I really think we need to get together because I can help your business grow. Here's my card. Let me buy you a coffee. Give me 10 minutes. Okay? So, in networking, if you wait for people to come to you, you'll never have it. And in 3-4 months, you're going to have a stack of business cards on your desk, and you're going to stop going to networking events because they don't work. Well, they work for other people. They just don't work for my business. And you want to know something? There is not a business that cannot benefit from networking.